Hey everyone, welcome. I am MisterBo and Crash Bandicoot On The Run is now officially out, and I thought I'd put together a small little guide going over everything you need to know about the game, because it can be quite overwhelming if you're just starting out, and you might be a little bit confused about what all the different menus are, how you gather materials to then take on different enemies, and how best just to play the game. So in this video, we're going to be going over everything for you. So when you start the game, you're going to be seeing Coco's base. This is your base of operations, this is where you'll find everything, and this is what you're going to be upgrading as you play through the game. So before we dive into the island, let's quickly take a look at your profile. So here you can see this is me, MisterBo. You can see the crash I'm using, which is the blue hyena crash. This is of course from pre-ordering the game. You can see on the left hand side we have my level. I'm currently level 8. I've got 21 out of 140 power gems. I've got 1,197 trophies, which we'll get to a little bit later on, and I currently have 4 out of 71 skins unlocked. Now there are other options in the profile section, but they aren't currently in the game. For instance, levels, the crash log, and stickers. I'll do a video updating you guys when they get added into the game. But from here we can get skins, and we can also take a look at all the skins we have unlocked. So you can see I've got the classic crash, I've got the blue hyena crash, and I've got the skunk crash. Now each skin comes with its own bonus. For instance, blue hyena here comes with a gold Aku Aku mask at the beginning of a collection run and a battle run. However, skunk crash only comes with a normal Aku Aku. If we take a look at some of the skins we can buy here, for instance the spooky farmer, that will come with a gold Aku, and it'll also come with a 20% bonus to get more glow bark when you go on collection runs, which we'll go over in just a minute. We also have the disco skin for Crash, and again that comes with its own bonus, and even the Ika skin for Crash, obviously from Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time. Hopefully we see the other quantum masks as well. Now these are all available in the store, but we'll go over the store at the end of the video. Let's focus on the main things right now. So if we head back to the island, this is what it should look like. Now not everything that you'll see on screen here will be available to you straight away. There are things that I don't think will even be available for a couple of weeks, which again I'll cover when they do officially come out. So the main thing is the computer in the middle. This is where you're going to be going on battle runs. You can see here we have 4 minions and we have Dingo Dal in the middle. Now in order to take on Dingo Dal, you need to make sure that you've defeated all the minions around him. However, in order to take on these minions and Dingo Dal himself, you will need the right materials to go ahead and capture them. For instance, if we take a look at Dingo Dal here, he needs a nitro ray gun, which we currently don't have. He needs Frosty Serum, which we have 2 of 1, and a Frosty Bomb, 3 of them which we don't have any of. If we take a look at someone like the Nitro Pink Elephant here, he needs 3 Nitro Bombs, which I currently have 2 of, and again a Nitro Ray Gun, which I don't have. Every time you use these items to take on a boss, those items are gone, and you'll need to reacquire them before you can take on another boss that maybe uses the same items. So how do you go ahead and make these items? Well, that's in the lab, which is located just here. Now there are 4 different labs: the Nitro Lab, the Frosty Lab, the Inferno Lab, and the Oxide Lab. Now I would assume the Oxide Lab is tied to the season as a whole, seeing as the first season is tied to Oxide, so maybe that lab will change as seasons go. If we click on a lab here, the Nitro Lab, you'll notice we have 3 slots available at the top. Now when you first start, only 1 slot will be available, however you can unlock the other ones with crystals, which again we'll go over at the end of the video because it's tied to the shop. Down the bottom you'll have the items you can craft, and the time it takes to craft them, as well as what you need to craft them. So for instance, we have the Nitro Serum here, which will take a minute to craft, but needs 50 Wumpa Fruit, 4 of the bark, and it will currently tell me how many I have in my inventory. If we scroll along, we'll have the Nitro Bomb here. We need 130 Wumpa, we need 8 of the bark, and we need 8 mushrooms. I currently have 2 of those. Now all these items except for the serum will be locked to you at the beginning. In order to be able to craft these other items, you need to upgrade your lab. So in order to do that, you click the blue arrow at the top. This will bring up the upgrade menu. Now as you can see, we need a certain amount of materials to actually be able to upgrade the lab, and we also need a certain amount of gems. Now you will earn 1 gem every time you defeat a big boss like Dingo Dal, or one of the smaller bosses around him like the Pink Elephant. Gems are the main things you want to collect through this game and will help you progress to get better items, upgrade bases, and unlock new things on the map. So the question then becomes, well, how do you get the materials to actually make these items? Well, they come from collection runs. To access a collection run, you can hit the map button at the bottom. This will bring up the world map, and you'll notice we have 5 different islands. 2 of them are coming in the future, 3 of them are available in-game right now, but as you can see, one island needs 30 gems and the other island needs 100 gems, so I've got to take on a few more bosses before I can actually go to those islands. You'll also notice it tells me what materials are available on which islands. So Wumpa Island, I have these 7 items available to me. If I click down onto Wumpa Island, you'll notice it's split into 4 different sections: the Turtle Woods, the Lost City, Temple Ruins, and Dynamite. Now if an area is locked, like Dynamite, it'll actually tell you which bosses are in that area. So we can see we have Brio in his mutagen form, we have Dingo Dal, and we have Inferno Nina Cortex. So if we click on, say, Turtle Woods, we'll have 4 crates down the bottom. This will tell us which items are available in the Turtle Woods. So I can see the machine parts are there, and I can see the bark and the mushrooms are there. I can also see that they all have a green bar next to them. That means the maximum amount of materials are available in a collection run. However, if we switch to the Lost City, you'll be able to see that some of these items have gone down to a yellow bar, meaning I've already gone on a collection run and gathered up a few of those materials. You'll also be able to see that it refills in just over an hour. So if I go into a collection run and I collect all the items I want and I come back out and there's no more in there, I can't go back in and start collecting again. I'll need to wait until it refills before I can go in and start getting those same materials. Once you've got those materials, you'll then head back to the base, and then you can use those materials to craft the items in the lab. Now there's also one other thing you can do here on the world map, and that is challenges. Each island and section has its own set of challenges. For instance, on Turtle Woods, we have the Gem Run, the Challenge Run, and the Time Trial. The Gem Run is a simple run where you need to get to the end without dying in order to get the gem. The Challenge Run is kind of the same approach, however you need to make sure you hit every crate in that run in order to get the reward. And then Time Trials are pretty self-explanatory. There are crates with a number either 1, 2, or 3 which will stop the clock for that amount of time. You need to try and get to the end of the level in the least amount of time in order to get a platinum, gold, or sapphire relic. Now it seems like at the moment the gems and the relics don't really get you anything other than just the gem and a relic. Now let's head back to the base and go over a few more things before we look at the shop and the teams. So on the left, this won't be available to you straight out the gate, but you will unlock it pretty early on, and that is the chickens. This is where you can make eggs. Now eggs are used to make some of the higher level items in the lab. Now eggs do take some time to make. For instance, this snow egg takes around 20 minutes. The glowy egg here takes around 40 minutes, all the way up to the atom egg, which actually takes 3 hours to complete. However, you can speed this up if you want to by acquiring crystals, which can be paid for with real money. So I can go ahead and collect these eggs, and the same applies here. You upgrade the chickens to be able to make more eggs, and you can unlock new sections to make more eggs at once. Now there are a few different things at the top of the map. Again, these are coming soon and aren't currently unlocked. Now one good way to earn different items every day is completing Aku Aku's quests. If we click on Aku Aku here, we can see he has 3 different challenges for us and will reward us with 25 trophies and 5 crystals. So if we make 2 nitro bombs, we go on a challenge run and we collect 30 chill berries from a collection run, we'll get that reward, and then that will reset instantly and give us another kind of quest to complete with another set of rewards. Alongside the left hand side, we also have shop deals and items. So let's quickly take a look at the shop before we move on to teams. Now at the top you'll find your special offers, which are pretty self-explanatory. They're things that get you more crystals for less amount of money, and you'll also find some special offers on skins. So we have the Rocking Out skin for Coco here, which comes with a few different bonuses, only for $1.99. You then also have a free reward. In order to claim this, all you need to do is watch a quick advert, and then you have your daily deals. Again, there'll be a free reward you can claim, and then a rotation of daily deals, including skins and different items, which you'll be using crystals to purchase. You then have subscription offers, which gives you crystals throughout a certain amount of time, for instance 7 days, 30 days, or 14 days. You can then buy survival run tickets, which we'll go over in a second, and then you can go ahead and just straight up buy crystals from $1.99 all the way up to £99. If you want to spend £100 on crystals, I would not recommend it. Now we also know there is going to be a battle pass coming out, which will have a free section and then a paid for section. That is currently not in the game at this current time though. So the final thing to go over is teams. Now this is where you can create a team and go up against other people and hopefully get some cool rewards from it. So if you want a team, you can join my team, the 7th Legion. We currently have 19 out of 30 people, so there's only a few more spaces left, but I will be removing people who maybe don't contribute. So if you are playing and you want to join the team, then make sure you continue to play, because if you're not, you'll just get kicked. But with that being said, how do teams work? Well, you'll be put on a leaderboard with 100 other teams. In order to move up the leaderboard, you need to earn trophies by doing survival runs. If you get within the top certain amount of teams within the time period available, you will unlock rewards. So if your team comes in first place, you'll get 200 crystals, some machine parts and a skin for Crash and Coco. If you come second, you'll get less crystals, less machine parts and only the skin for Coco, and as you can see here, it goes on and on. If you come between 4 and 10, you'll get some crystals and the skin for Crash, and anywhere below that, you'll just earn yourself a few crystals for your team. Now also in the team page, you can take a look at other teams, you can take a look at your team chat, and eventually there will be a team feed. You can also go onto your team, and within your team, you'll be able to see who is joined and who is making the most progress. For instance, here we have Cobra, we have Ace of Venom, we have Actually M, and Bias Goat, and so on, and you can see how many trophies they are contributing to the team. I'm currently sitting at 4th place. So how do you actually get these trophies? Well, that is survival runs. So how does survival runs work? Well, you have to use a ticket that it gives you for free, but you can again buy more tickets if you want. Otherwise, you just have to wait and they give them to you daily. But you use your ticket and it'll put you up against 2 different bots from different teams, and you basically just need to last longer than they do. Now, most people usually last around 3 to 4 minutes. If you do die, you can continue on from where you were by either watching an advert or spending crystals. Otherwise, that's the end of your run. If you come in last out of the 3 people, you'll get the trophies that you earned for just staying in as long as you could. If you come in second, you'll get the trophies you earned plus an extra 10. And then if you come in first place, you'll get the trophies you earned as well as an extra 50 on top of that. So you do want to come first here to try and get the most trophies possible. Now you can also earn trophies just when normally playing through the game. Sometimes they will pop up, but it's very rare. The best way to earn trophies is doing these survival runs. Now one other way you can earn trophies is by going to the Tiki Head, which will upgrade after you've reached a certain amount of gems. Now in the Tiki Head, you can trade in steps that you've taken for a trophy, or you can trade in Wumpa Fruit. However, I would recommend not trading in Wumpa Fruit because you need them to make items, whereas the steps taken, we don't really need them for anything else, so you might as well trade these in for trophies. And that is pretty much everything you need to know about Crash Bandicoot On The Run and how everything works. Now there are a few tips when you're actually playing the game. For instance, you can jump up and body slam. So if you're in a section where you have a crate on the left side, the crate on the right side, and nothing in the middle, or even if there is something in the middle, you can jump up, body slam, and get the whole row of crates. If there is a crate with a nitro crate on top of it, or a TNT crate, you can slide, hitting only the bottom crate, just like you would in normal Crash Bandicoot. And then when you get to the end of the run and you go up against the boss, if you manage to throw the item more precisely, you'll get more XP and rewards. So it is worth timing it just right. However, don't take too long, otherwise it will throw the item automatically for you. So there you have it. That is a guide on everything you need to know about Crash Bandicoot On The Run. Again, it's available right now on iOS and Android. Definitely go check it out. I've been having a ton of fun with it and I can't wait to see what else there is in the game to discover and to see what else they add in the future. I'm really excited to see what King can do with this game. If you did find this video helpful, then click that like button to show your support. If you aren't already, then consider subscribing for more gaming content and coverage. You can follow me over on Twitter at @IamMisterBo. You can join our Discord server, link to that in the description below. Apart from all of that though, thank you very much for watching and for hanging out with me. I super appreciate it. Hopefully I will catch you in some future content, but until then, as always, make sure you take care. Bye bye.